put out there and are effectively guiding millions. So welcome, Samantha. You are known for your positive influences, not only in terms of career graph, but also physical fitness and environmental responsibilities. My first question will be lights, camera, action. So what is the action you are taking personally to bring green into your home and life in general?
I think the pandemic has changed my point of view completely. For the last 9 years or 10 years of my career, I only remember walking through the door and walking out the door. I did not really even sit at home for probably more than 48 hours. But the pandemic and the lockdown forced me to see a lot of things that I hadn't before, and make a lot of changes in my life. So I think that, although it might have brought a lot of loss and destruction, it also brought a lot of eye-opening for a lot of people, and I was one such person. I brought a lot of changes, like I became vegan I've been vegan for almost 1 year and a few months now. So that has I also started growing my own food. I realized when the pandemic hit, and you remember those times where everyone was rushing to buy groceries and rushing and not knowing, will we have food in 3 days when these groceries run out? And that was a very trying time. And I was thinking to myself, I've been working in my entire life, and now you're telling me that I might not be able to put food on the table for my family. So it was life changing for me. And that's when my my journey with hydroponics started, and growing my own food, and it has been a tremendous experience.
Wonderful. What else, what are other changes in your lifestyle, to implement sustainable living? What are the other changes that has come up?
I think just with hydroponics and growing your own food with 95% less water. Like hydroponics uses 95% less water, and for me uh, that is a huge change. And I know now that I know, as also with hydroponics, you don't grow in bulk, right? You can just pluck a little that you need for, you don't have waste. You don't waste anything. And I started composting during the lockdown. So these are some of the changes that I have brought about in my lifestyle and in my home.
Wonderful. What is sustainable fashion? Actually, I don't know about what is sustainable fashion. That's why I'm asking you. Can you explain? And Hollywood had the green carpet challenge way back in 2017. Do we have an equal one in India?
I think a lot of the designers now using local weaves, using local weaves. Also sustainable fashion is not fast fashion, where you just buy used for 2-3 times and throw it away. So I think just using local materials, and buying. I recently have started buying pre-loved fashion. I think that's a very, very interesting concept today, where you buy your bags and your designer clothes that are pre-loved. You don't call it used, but you call it pre-loved. And in this way, your impact on the environment is also, you can look fashionable, but at the same time you're doing something good for the environment.
Wonderful. I hope more and more people implement that.
Yeah.
Samantha, 3 things that everyone can easily adopt in their household in an eco-friendly way. Can you suggest 3 things?
Well, I would think maybe cut down eating non-vegetarian. Maybe like make it a point that if you're eating 3 meals in a day that is non-vegetarian, cut it down to 1 meal a day, because the amount of water that goes into this is huge there. So I think that would be something that I would like people, not just for that, to just also stay healthy, so that the animals will also appreciate it tremendously. So cut down eating non-vegetarian food, and buy only when absolutely necessary. I know a lot of people who stress buy. I was one of them. uh, so stress buying, find something else that eases your stress maybe instead of buying. And the third would be try to grow a little bit of your own food, I guess. It would show you, it would it really make you appreciate, because of how long it takes to actually, from the seeds to the plant to your produce. You would definitely value and respect food a lot more. So in that way you won't waste. Anytime you think of wasting, you would think again.
That's true. Wonderful. And thank you so much. Cut down on your non-veg only, you told. Please don't turn into vegans. You didn't advise all of us. Thank you so much for that.
Well, I think that has to come from within. It's not something that I can tell anyone to do.
I totally agree with that. Can we call you as an environmental activist?
No, I'm just someone, like many of us, who have realized the damage that we have caused to the environment. We realize that we are stealing from the future generations, and I do not want to leave my children with barren land.
Yes, totally agree with you. So, as an influencer, what kind of suggestions would you like to give your followers to save and to revive the nature?
I think whatever I practice, I put it out there. I always make sure to also tell them when I make mistakes myself, or I have weak days. It's important to make everyone understand that we are in this together. No one is better than the other. No one is doing is greater or is more responsible. We're all in this together, and just a small change. Um, it all starts with a small change.
Yes, it all starts with a small change. Totally agree with you. Samantha, I think too much of serious talk. Can we have some a fun rapid round questions with you?
Oh no, rapid round. That's what I was not expecting on this. Yeah, please.
Very simple. Very simple. Okay.
Sure.
Plants, pets, or movies?
Ah,
One.
how can you? No way. I can't live with I can't live without either.
Okay. Okay.
No.
And your philosophy of life in one word?
I've always uh I think I've always got this question, what is your philosophy in life? I think that be better than what you were yesterday.
Great.
I would say that. I always try to be better than who I was yesterday.
Wonderful way of looking at it. So, what do you think of when I say veggies?
Veggies?
Veggies. The moment I say vegetables, what do you think of?
My new favorites.
So,
I never ever. I come from an Anglo-Indian family where we eat like we are meat eaters, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So becoming vegan has just been a complete change for me. But yeah, I'm loving it.
Good. One memory from the year 2020 other than the pandemic.
Uh, the time I got to spend with at home, I never ever spent that time at home in a very, very long time.
So, what was your favorite subject in your school?
Uh, I think I loved history.
Oh, okay. Where is your happy place?
Home.
Wonderful. So, I'm going to mention three colors. Uh, Immediately, what you remember, just tell us. Green,
Uh, Green are in plants, nature.
pink,
Pink, most of the clothes in my wardrobe are pink.
okay. White,
Pure.
red,
Red, anger.
okay. I thought you were going to say romantic. Anyhow, blue,
Romance. After marriage, romance is like that time is over.
blue,
Blue, the sea.
orange,
Orange, the sun.
okay. Wonderful, Samantha. Thanks so much. Really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
all your instant responses. And thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us. All the best.
Thank you so much.
So I thank all the panelists, Ms. Kavita, Dr. Sairam, Ms. Harichandana, and Ms. Samantha. Thanks so much for